What's up, guys? It's your girl Shynika. If you are here for travel tips, beauty tips, or entrepreneurship tips, you are in the right place. Subscribe. Today, we will be doing a custom body plan, guys. So if you are on this page and you are interested in body sculpting, this is the session to watch. So I'm gonna do a custom body plan on myself today. So it's gonna be a mix of services. I'll walk you through as we're doing it. So a quick of the room setup. Today I'm going to do 360 lipo on myself. So I have the lipo belt band for my back, and then we're going to use the lipo here, okay? And I'll show you the settings for the lipo. So I'm going to go here. Okay, I'm going to turn it up. I'm going to do about 7, although it goes to 9. 7 is pretty good for me. And I'm going to leave it on 30 minutes because I'm going to do 360 on my front and back for 30 minutes. Right after I do my injections. So I'm gonna head over to the injections and then I'll set up and lay down so you can see. But this is the setting once again for today's session. And then you will need a few things. So I have oil and I have Sono-Gel actually right here. And then this is alcohol to help clean out. Okay guys, so we wanna start every session with measuring. We do 3 steps to measuring. So my first measurement is a 31. Okay, hang tight. All right guys, so I already did my first measurement, which is the top here. So top measurement, we came in at 31. So I'm gonna do my mid measurement now. Your mid measurement should go where your belly button meets. Right, and we are coming in at 32. Okay, so I'll write that on my chart. And then you want to do one more measurement, the last one, which is considered that fupa area underneath. But you want to make sure you have your tape good. Okay. All right guys, bottom measurement coming in at 39. All right, so guys, so this is my setup for my injections for my stomach. So numbing cream, the injection serum, the pencil for me to draw the ampoule, and then this is to get the numbing cream out, the plastic to cover the numbing cream, and of course the pen to do the injection. All right guys, so I am a little bit of a baby, so I tend to numb myself. A lot of my clients don't get numb. They feel like it's okay, but I'm a big baby, so I'm gonna numb myself. I just use some numbing gel like this, okay? So typically what you want to do is just open it, and so it's not contaminated. When you open it, take it off of your baby tray that's here and just put it back here so you can wipe it off. And you also don't want to contaminate this at all, so you want to get some on a stick, you know, about this much depending on the area you're trying to fill. And then if you need more than that, just lay it on the tray here like this, okay? You never want to like double dip your stick because it'll get contaminated. Like you don't want to put it on somebody and then put it back in here. Cool. So I'm going to close this up because this is all I need. And I'm still going to leave it on the tray because the tray has to be clean. All right, so what you want to do is just take this. I leave it on the stick, and this is typically the area where I shoot up. So I'm going to go here and just rub it all around. And you don't have to use the stick. I just don't want my hands to be messy, so I'm gonna go like this. Ah, I dropped some on the floor, it's okay. Clean it. All right. cover it. I got a little bit left and I'm not gonna waste it, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it. And I have a mirror right in front of me, so if I'm not looking at you guys, I'm looking at the mirror, but yeah. All right, so once you have the numbing cream on and applied into the area that you want to get like some saran wrap plastic, and you're gonna put it on that area and let it sit. Okay, so while this is working, typically on clients, I would go ahead and start their 360 lipo. But because it's me and I have to do it on myself, I'm gonna just let this sit while I sit and do some marketing things. And then I'll chime back in when it's time for me to actually do the injections so you guys can see. Okay, cool. All right, guys, so hopefully this is a good angle for you to kind of see what's going on. So I've had the numbing cream on for enough time now, so I'm simply just gonna remove the plastic. If you have to numb more than one area, you may want to save your plastic. Like for some clients, I numb the bottom while I'm doing lipo, then I do their injections and I swap it. I'll do lipo at the bottom, then numb, so I'll keep the paper. But for me, I don't need to do that because I only maintenance, so I shoot in this area. Typically, the pencil is not gonna work after using the numbing cream, so you have to do it section by section, but you can take the pencil and kind of make a little section so you have an idea. For myself, I don't have to make a section, but when you're on clients, you want to make a section so you know where you're shooting at. But typically when it has a numbing cream on it, I can do like this, and I am under that really big light right there, so I can see really well when I'm drawing the lines, okay? So I am just gonna go ahead and start with my injections at this point. And you wanna hold the area where you're injecting so you can make sure it gets in. Okay. Take the cloth, take it out. Okay. Moving on to the next section. Okay. And guys, I typically maintenance once a month for those who are wondering. So I'm going to be going on a trip soon. So I just want to make sure everything is up to par before I go. So I'm going to do this maintenance, and I'll probably make this one more time before I go. And you know, typically you would have on gloves and stuff. This is my body, I don't need gloves. I'll clean everything when I'm done. All right, and I'm gonna load up one more time and do one more row here. All right, guys, so I'm about to start on myself. It's awkwardly positioned because I have to do myself. But so first you want to start with the belt at the top, because we're going to do our lipo on the top half of my belly first. So we're going to go here. So I'm going to have the band on the back here, and I'm going to take all of the probes from here, these ones, these probes, and place them. I will come back once I get them on so you guys can see. Yeah, you're gonna put a little oil. Okay. All right. And there. All right, guys. So So they are on now. So I'm gonna do lipo on the first part of my body right here, and I will come back. So I'm gonna do this for about 30 minutes, and then I will come back to you guys when I am done. Thanks. When I'm switching. All right, guys. So the time has come where I need to switch. So I'm gonna put a little oil in the next section, which is gonna be down below. Rub that in, and then because it's me and I can feel, I'm gonna just move them down a little bit. Well, actually it's so tight I can't move it down, push it down how I thought I could. So I'm gonna undo it a little bit so I can come down. Alright, and then push these down so we can get the bottom half of my abdomens. There, good. Let's fix up this one. Alright. Alright guys, I'm gonna sit for another 30. So I'll be back. Alright guys, we are back, and my bottom abdomen session is now complete. So I am going to remove this. So first we want to turn our machine off. So hopefully you guys can see. I'm going to fold this over a little. So you can hit the stop button right here. It'll stop it or pause it. In our case, we're just pausing for now. Well, yep, because we're going to do some cavitation. So of course you want to remove this here. Okay, and I'm holding them so they won't drop because I'm laying down. Alright. And I'm just going to let them hang. I typically just let them hang until I'm ready to clean them after the session. So I'm going to let them just hang beside the bed. Oops. Well, they kind of hit the ground, but alright. Let's see if we can see any results from this. So hold the phone up just a tad bit so you guys can see. All right, looking good, looking good. All right, guys, for video purposing, you're gonna get a little bit of the mirror, a little bit of body again, okay? So I already started the machine up. I'm gonna tilt this so you can see the settings a little bit better. So I have it set for 30 minutes, but in actuality, I'm only gonna do about 10 minutes because I did a super lipo session, 360 around my waist and body. So I'm just gonna break up some of this fat at the bottom, and I'm gonna set this for 6. Actually, I'm gonna set it for 7, and we're gonna leave it on mode A. Before I start, I always, even though I sterilize everything and clean it before I start and after I'm finished, well, I'm sorry, I sterilize and clean everything after every client, but even before I start, I just put some alcohol on the paper towel here, get it kind of wet and nice, and just go ahead and clean around your cavitation tools that you're going to use in this session. Just double clean them. There's nothing wrong. Nothing can happen from being extra clean. So, okay. Just want to take it in the prongs, just like that. All right, perfect. So, I already had some oil on my stomach from lipo, so I'm gonna wipe that off. I typically use the alcohol to remove as well. So once I wipe it off, alcohol it down because I want it dry surface. Well, I don't want the oil, you know, all over the place. So. All right, got that cleaned up. Cool. So you are going to take your ultrasonic gel. This is actually ultrasonic ab gel. It's supposed to be better than all the other ultrasonic gels. And I'm testing it out now on some of my clients to see what the differences are, and I'm going to test it on myself as well. So you want to put some here, or whatever section you're going to be working in. I am going to focus on my bottom abdomen section right now, so I'm going to be doing a lot of work down here. So I'll just make sure I put enough gel so that it stays moisturized in that vicinity, and then I'll work my way up. All right, start. And here we go. And you don't want to go too fast because you want to give those ultrasonic waves a chance to actually go through your body. So in this area, I typically go around in a circle. I do have metal in right now. It's not advised to have metal in, guys. All right, guys, so I have to take my belly ring out. I totally forgot. I wasn't even thinking about it until I started. Let's see if I can get it out. Because it makes the ultrasounds really loud in my ear. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this out. Just gonna put it on my tray over here so that it's not bothering me. So now that that's out, go ahead back in my session. All right, so back to what we were talking about. In this section here, I go in circles. So over your belly button, you want this to be open. So a lot of my clients, when they come in, you know, it's hard to see their belly button. So I typically, in this area, go in a circular motion. And sometimes I leave it open, like I move it open while I'm doing the bottom. And you want to put a little pressure on it too. So. So right here at the bottom, I typically go in a slow circle. All right, so right here at the bottom, typically go in a slow circular motion around the belly button, over the belly button to get that open. I'm going to scoot this back a little bit because it's making this extremely loud. All right. But I'm going to scoot it back up because you guys could see better when it was close up. All right. And so for me, my focus areas are here. So this is the part of my body that I need and want to tone up and want some inches gone from. So I'm going to just simple straight back and forth motion here. A little pressure, back and forth. And then you can even take it all the way over. So you can go from side to side. Just like this. Okay. Now when I move into my waistline area, I go straight over, straight across, okay? And because I didn't put any gel up there, I have to put some gel up there. Okay. Got my gel. So I'm just gonna go. So the cavitation piece is done. So of course, I'm gonna wipe myself down. Sorry, somehow the camera got a little high now. All right, so I'm just put this back over here. All right, so next setting is gonna be the skin tightening. I'm gonna work on tightening up this flab right here after breaking that fat down. So we're gonna use the Adi, which is this red probe that's on it. It does get hot, so you don't wanna touch it. I have my settings at 5 and on mode A. So I don't need it too hot for myself because I'm just doing like a maintenance at this point. So of course I am going to some oil in that area. Yikes. All right, all oiled up. Cool. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start. And I'm gonna do this for about 10 minutes. Okay, and same here, same circular motion around my belly. And then when I move down into this area, I'm just gonna go in a straight line motion, just like this. Just bringing it down, shaping how I want my body shaped. So bring it down, yes, go around, up in the areas where it's a little fatty. I'm just gonna go in circular motion, okay? Circular motion, circular motions, and not too fast. Let's put this back some, guys, sorry. There we go. All right. And because we're recording, I am not going to record the whole 15 minutes of me doing skin tightening, but so you see, same. I'm gonna bring that back down because I want this to be nice, bright, and tight. So just bringing it down. Bottom. I'm gonna do a little bit more circles. Okay. Circle, circle. Circle. All right, guys, so that is going to conclude my session for today. So today I showed you how to do 360 lipo mixed with injections, cavitation, and skin tightening. So it's up to you to make up the names that you want for your procedures. But that's some of the things that I call and use. After every procedure, we measure afterwards. So let's see what we're at. All right, 30.5. This measurement was a 31 when I first started, so I went down a 0.5 there. Okay, next measurement around the belly button. That measurement was 32. Still at 32, and that's okay. Okay. And our last and final measurement under the fupa. See if I can scoot up some so you can see it. I can't really scoot up. Was at 38, okay? So 38, 30.5, and 32. All right, so my beginning measurements, 31, 32, 39. I'm ending in 35, 32, 38. Check. And last but not least, I am going to make sure I put on my waist trainer right after this. All right, guys, and last but not least, waist trainer. You want to keep those lasting results. Haha, wrong way.
Touchdown, nigga, riding through 6 on the game.